The year 2025 marks an incredible milestone for some of the most influential songs in rock, soul, and pop history. These tracks have been part of our lives for half a century. Can you believe it? If you were there when these first hit the airwaves, get ready to relive some memories. Melissa Manchester's journey to Midnight Blue is a fascinating tale of persistence and raw talent. Starting as a backup singer for Bette Midler's Harlettes in the early 1970s, Manchester honed her craft in New York's vibrant music scene. Her connection with Barry Manilow, who produced her early work, helped shape her sound. But it was her collaboration with Carol Bayer-Sanger that truly launched her career. Manchester's career trajectory took an interesting turn after Midnight Blue hit the charts. While many expected her to continue in the same vein, she chose to experiment with different styles, sometimes causing friction with her record label. Today, she continues to perform and teach at the University of Southern California's Thornton School of Music, sharing her wealth of experience with aspiring musicians. Here's something most people don't know. Midnight Blue was almost never released as a single. The record executives initially wanted to shelve it, believing it wasn't commercial enough. Manchester had to fight for the song, and her instincts proved right when it became her first top 10 hit. Sugarloaf's Don't Call Us, We'll Call You.
Don't call us, child, we'll call you.
Is a brilliant piece of musical satire that took aim at the record industry. The band, formed in Denver in 1969, had already tasted success with Green-Eyed Lady, but this track showed their bitter experience with record label rejection. The song even included the actual phone number of CBS Records, much to the label's dismay. The band's story post Don't Call Us is a cautionary tale of the music industry's harsh realities. Despite the song's success, Sugarloaf disbanded shortly after, unable to maintain momentum in an increasingly competitive market. Jerry Corbetta, the band's lead singer, later worked with various artists and toured with the classic rock all-stars until health issues forced his retirement. The song contains a clever Easter egg. If you listen carefully, you can hear the actual touch-tone sounds of a phone dialing CBS Records number, 212-765-4321. Those tones were accurate and functional. People could actually dial the number by holding their phones up to their speakers. Phoebe Snow emerged from New York's Greenwich Village folk scene with Poetry Man, bringing her remarkable 4-octave range to the spotlight. What many don't know is that Snow faced significant pressure from industry executives to downplay her mixed-race heritage and conform to more mainstream images of female singers of the era. Her life took a dramatic turn when her daughter Valerie was born with severe brain damage in 1975. Despite pressure to institutionalize her child, Snow chose to care for her daughter personally, effectively putting her career on hold. She continued to perform and record sporadically, but her primary focus remained her daughter until Valerie's passing in 2007 at the age of 31. A lesser-known fact about Poetry Man is that rumors circulated that the song was about Jackson Browne, with whom Snow had a brief relationship. Snow never confirmed or denied these rumors, taking the truth with her when she passed away in 2011. Friends, if you're enjoying these memories, take a moment to hit that like button. What memories did these songs bring back for you? Share your stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear about where you were when you first heard these classics. Don't forget to subscribe to catch more videos about the music that defined our generation. Ace's How Long is often misunderstood as a breakup song, but it actually deals with band member Paul Carrack discovering their bassist was secretly playing with other bands. The British group formed in 1972, and this track, ironically about band loyalty, became their biggest hit. Despite the band's relatively short lifespan, Paul Carrack went on to have an impressive career, lending his distinctive voice to bands like Squeeze and Mike and the Mechanics. He continues to tour and record today, demonstrating the lasting power of genuine talent in an industry often focused on image over substance. The recording session for How Long was nearly derailed by a power cut during Britain's three-day work week in 1974. The band had to finish the session using emergency generators, which actually contributed to the song's unique sound. BT Express drove the funk movement forward with Express, creating a sound that would influence dance music for decades to come. Formed in Brooklyn in 1972, they initially called themselves Madison Street Express before shortening their name. Their high-energy approach to funk came at a time when the genre was beginning to fragment into different styles. The band's influence extended far beyond their active years, with their music being sampled by numerous hip-hop artists. While they stopped recording in the early 1980s, their impact on dance music continues to resonate through countless samples and remixes. Here's a surprising detail: the distinctive horn section in Express was actually recorded in one take, with no overdubs. The band was so tight from constant performing that they nailed it on the first try. Earth, Wind and Fire's That's the Way of the World came from the soundtrack of a largely forgotten film of the same name.
That's the way, that's the way.
The band actually appeared in the movie, which flopped at the box office, but produced one of their most enduring albums. Maurice White's vision for the band challenged the music industry's racial barriers, creating a sound that transcended categories. Today, under the leadership of Philip Bailey and Verdine White, Earth, Wind and Fire continues to tour, introducing new generations to their timeless sound. Their influence extends beyond music into areas of spirituality and philosophy, reflecting Maurice White's deep interest in African cosmology and positive messaging. The album was nearly scrapped when the band saw how bad the movie was, but Maurice White insisted on releasing it, believing in the music's strength independent of the film. This journey through 1975 is bringing back some incredible memories, isn't it? If you're enjoying this trip down memory lane, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share this video with your friends who appreciate real music. Together, we can keep these amazing songs and their stories alive for future generations. Styx released Lady during a crucial period of transition. Originally recorded for their second album in 1973, it didn't gain national attention until 1975, when a DJ in Chicago began playing it heavily. The band, formed in the working-class neighborhoods of Chicago, had been struggling to break through nationally, playing countless small venues across the Midwest before this song changed everything. Today, Styx continues to tour with a mix of original and new members. While tensions between Dennis DeYoung and the rest of the band have been well documented, they maintain their musical legacy throughout consistent touring and new material, though many fans still debate about the band's different eras and lineups. Here's an interesting tidbit. Lady was written by Dennis DeYoung for his wife Suzanne, and he still performs it the same way he did when he first wrote it in their garage on the south side of Chicago. The song took only 20 minutes to write, but years to become a hit. Grand Funk Railroad's Bad Time represented a significant shift from their earlier heavy rock sound.
But I sure picked a bad time.
The band, which started in Flint, Michigan in 1969, had already achieved significant success, but faced criticism from music critics who dismissed them despite their massive popularity. This song, with its more polished sound, surprised many who had pigeonholed them as just a heavy rock band. Mark Farner's powerful vocals and Don Brewer's solid drumming created a perfect platform for this sophisticated pop rock number. While the band has gone through various breakups and reunions, their impact on American rock music remains significant. The current lineup continues to perform, though without Farner, leading to ongoing discussions among fans about the band's true legacy. The song was recorded at the famous Swamp Ranchette Studios in Florida, where the band had to deal with actual alligators wandering onto the property during recording sessions. They kept a rifle handy just in case, though thankfully never had to use it. Alice Cooper shocked the world again with Only Women Bleed, but this time for different reasons.
Only women bleed.
Known for his outrageous horror show performances and hard rock anthems, Cooper revealed a different side with this sensitive examination of domestic abuse. The song demonstrated his versatility as a songwriter and challenged people's preconceptions about his artistry. Cooper continues to tour and record today, maintaining his position as one of rock's most enduring figures. He successfully battled alcoholism, becoming a committed Christian while maintaining his theatrical edge, and even hosts a popular radio show. His influence extends beyond music into popular culture, film, and television. During recording, Cooper insisted on using a real string section rather than synthesizers, even though it was more expensive. The session musicians were initially skeptical about working with the shock rocker, but were impressed by his professionalism and musical knowledge. Carol Douglas brought Doctor's Orders to America from its British origins, creating a disco classic that helped define the genre's early sound. Originally a gospel singer, Douglas found herself at the forefront of the disco movement, though some critics unfairly dismissed her as just another disco singer despite her considerable vocal talents. The success of Doctor's Orders led to a string of dance hits, though Douglas never quite reached the same heights again. She continues to perform at disco revival shows, maintaining the high energy that made her famous. Her influence on early disco helped pave the way for the genre's explosion later in the decade. Many don't realize that Doctor's Orders was first recorded by British singer Sonny Leslie. Douglas's version changed the arrangement significantly, adding the distinctive American disco sound that made it a hit. The song was also recorded in French and Swedish versions by other artists. As we close this chapter on 1975's greatest hits, it's remarkable to think these songs have been with us for 50 years. They've been the soundtrack to our lives, marking moments both big and small. If you've enjoyed this musical journey through time, please subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the music that shaped our generation. Share your memories in the comments below. What was your favorite song from 1975? Did you see any of these bands live? Let's keep these musical memories alive for future generations. And don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with friends who appreciate real music.